All right, whether you're a student or an educator, let's be real, there's a new tool in town that's changing pretty much everything. AI. It's incredibly powerful, right? But using it with integrity? Now that's the real test. So today, we're going to break down the new rules of the road for staying honest and authentic in the age of AI. I mean, this is the big question on everyone's mind, isn't it? That line between a super helpful study buddy and a straight-up cheating machine, it can get really blurry. Like, can you use it to brainstorm ideas? Sure. What about checking your grammar? Probably fine. But writing a whole paragraph for you? To even begin to figure out where that line is, we've got to first wrap our heads around the massive shift that's happening right now.
So, before we can even talk about the rules, we have to get a lay of the land, you know? We need to understand the playing field. And generative AI, well, it's not just another app or another tool. Nope. This is a fundamental shift in how we find and use information. Think of it like a brand new, super fast information superhighway just appeared out of nowhere.
Look, having a world of information in our pockets, that's not new. We've had that for a while. But the real game changer with AI is two things: the speed and the synthesis. It doesn't just find stuff for you, it literally creates and explains it in seconds. And whoa, that kind of power comes with a whole new set of responsibilities. And this new superhighway? It's incredible. It can take you to some absolutely amazing places, intellectually speaking. But just like a real highway, it's also packed with potential wrong turns, hidden potholes, and other hazards. So the challenge for all of us, really, is to figure out how to avoid misusing this power and, instead, learn how to engage with it ethically. Okay, so if we're going to navigate this superhighway safely, we need to know the rules of the road. Simple as that. And that all starts with taking a fresh look at a concept we thought we knew inside and out: academic integrity. You know, this classic definition, it still totally holds up. It really just boils down to three main things, right? One, be honest about your own work. Two, give credit where it's due with proper citations. And three, don't get help that you're not supposed to get. The real trick, though, is figuring out how to apply these timeless principles to this brand new, kind of wild technology.
Okay, so this is where the rubber really meets the road. I mean, it's one thing to talk about the ideal, but what are the actual red flags we need to watch out for? What specific actions take you from using a cool tool to committing academic dishonesty?
Well, the most obvious no-no is just straight up copying and pasting from an AI and not saying where you got it. But the second one on this list, patchwriting, oh, that one's a little sneakier, but it's just as serious. Basically, it's when you take a sentence the AI wrote, swap out a few words with synonyms from a thesaurus, and then pretend you wrote it. And here's the thing. Even though it's not a word-for-word copy, the original idea, the sentence structure, that's not yours. And that's a huge problem. All right, enough with the don'ts. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the playbook for how you can use these incredible tools responsibly, ethically, and in a way that actually helps you learn more. Really, the difference here boils down to one simple question: who is doing the actual thinking? See, using AI as a tutor or writing assistant, to get a quick overview of a topic, polish your grammar, find a better way to phrase something, that's all about enhancing your work. It's helping you. But the second you cross that line into misrepresentation, submitting work that isn't really yours or trying to hide where you got your ideas, well, you're not learning anymore. You're just copying. And at the end of the day, this all comes down to a personal commitment. It's really on you. This isn't just about trying not to get caught, right? It's about actively building a habit of honesty, of intellectual integrity in everything you do. This checklist right here is a fantastic guide, but I want you to pay extra special attention to steps 2 and 3. Reflect on the information and then put it into your own words. That right there is the absolute core of real learning. And AI can give you a mountain of facts, but true understanding, that's something you have to build inside your own head. All the other steps, revising, citing, all of it, that's just about honoring the hard work you did to build that understanding. But hey, this isn't just on the students, not by a long shot. Creating a real culture of academic integrity, well, that's a shared responsibility. It takes the entire educational community working together. Because when you're dealing with technology this powerful, a passive approach just doesn't cut it anymore. Slapping a little warning about cheating in the syllabus and calling it a day, that's not going to work. It's nowhere near enough to tackle the very real complexities that AI brings into the classroom. So what does work? Being proactive. It means educators have to have open, honest conversations about these tools right from day one. You got to talk through real-world scenarios. What does AI-assisted cheating actually look like for this specific class? That's how you build a genuine shared understanding. That's how you create a real culture of integrity.
And all of this leaves us with one final massive question to think about. Because let's face it, AI isn't going away. It's only going to get more and more powerful. So as these tools keep redefining what's even possible, we all have to ask ourselves, what does it really mean to learn? What does it mean to know something and to create something new in the age of artificial intelligence? Now that is the conversation we all need to be having.